Hello, welcome back to Jojo's Bazaar Adventure, Havoc Moon. We are back. You know me. I'm Tanhony.
And I'm Darnell.
Surely there's only two people here.
Stigma, that's right.
Like me out. Stigma, that's right.
That makes Dune Wobbuffet.
Uh, Wobbuffet, Dune,
There we
J
go.
Dune.
Can I, real quick, speaking of Pokemon, I was showing Wendigo Dinosaur King. Did you guys ever watch Dinosaur King growing up?
I have
Isn't
no
that the one with like the
briefly.
CGI dinosaurs and there's like
Yes.
the main guy has like a red outfit with horns or something?
Yes.
Okay,
So,
yeah,
hell is
that's what, yeah.
despite loving that show as a kid, they have stolen both the structure of Pokemon and like every character is like voiced by Pokemon voice actors, and they have like the same dynamics. Like there's literally a Jesse and James, and the
this
main
is one of
boy.
those shows. Okay, this is
Yeah.
like one of those. Yeah.
Yep. And it was
Did
just
this
very
have like
bizarre.
some tie-in, like toy line or like
No, what
video
happened
game?
was there was a video game, and the show was made to promote the video game.
That's right. Okay, there's always something.
Yeah.
It's like some Bakugan type
I'm
shit.
surprised it didn't go off more though, because it has what kids love, which is dinosaurs. It is to be fair not as good as Pokemon. If you watch, it's pretty bad to watch back.
Yeah, but I think the problem with this thing is that it's just regular dinosaurs. They're not like monster dinosaurs. Like they're like weird CGI.
Well,
Like
what happens is they can use special cards and give them abilities. Like the Triceratops can do a lightning tackle.
I've seen One Piece. I know how those Triceratops really hunted.
Oh my god, I had a dream about that, by the way. Okay, hold on. So can I talk about? I know we're playing Havoc Moon, but do I have time to go off about my dream?
yes, there's
Sure,
always
go
time.
ahead.
to go
I
off
had a
about your
dream. I'll try and wrap up the unimportant bits quick. Basically, I was gambling. It was a weird game where you sat down with people and like it would ask a question like who's the most likely to like anime or whatever, and you vote on who's right, and whichever one got the most votes, everyone who voted for them got like a certain percent of money. But there were also odds on people. So like if you voted people that were less likely to get voted, you would get more money back if it won. And anyway, there was a question about who's the most likely to like One Piece, and people voted me because they thought I liked anime. But the real answer was some like random chick, and then she started spitting out One Piece lore. But the thing is, I've never seen One Piece, so it was all like bullshit. I looked it up when I woke up, and like none of it was true. It was just like random shit, like about the new movie and all this stuff, and I was like, what?
Can you name any of these lore facts off the top?
I
of
don't
your
remember.
Head?
It was like
You
something
show
about
us
like
your gift of
there was like
prophecy.
this guy. I don't remember. It was like some Japanese name, and he's like, I remember when he shooted his red beam cannon, and I was like, spoilers in my dream. It's like I haven't
It's like a
seen.
really boring, made-up fact.
Yeah, well, no,
You
that was
shot a
like
red
it was
beam
like a
cannon.
bunch of shit. That was the only one I could remember, but it was just like random bullshit.
I think it's gonna turn out that you've been divining new chapter spoilers
Like,
for like.
I think
the
you've got a
next
pretty good shot that by the end of One Piece, a character with a Japanese name will shoot a red beam.
Red beam cannon was what it was called. It's like he killed some other guy with red beam cannon. I don't know. It had to do with the new movie.
fucking red beam cat.
Okay. Anyway, Havoc Moon, right?
New April Space Law just dropped. I'll be putting that in.
Last time on Havoc Moon, we got captured by a stand whose name was like the
Ideal
real
in the real.
ideal in the real, and we were trapped in like a world of bugs that was an illusion. And like dead Dave Buddy got a message to us through fake Dave Buddy, and we killed ourselves in the dream to come back and beat up like malformed clone Iago. But Dave Buddy was dead, and we saw his force ghost. And I believe that was the whole session, right?
That was.
A lot of
Yes,
it
it
was
was.
wasted, like
Was that
trying to
really
figure out
malformed
bullshit ways
Diego? I
to.
thought it was just a malformed guy.
It was just malformed. Yeah, it was a malformed clone of Aego, and his malformedness changed your stand, I guess. Which implies that if we expose Aego to enough like high radiation, maybe he'll get that power too.
And so we resume in the middle of
Fire.
the nuclear reactor. No. No. Yes, are we ready to begin then?
Yes. I believe it just finished the murder game, and I was like the last one to murder at the last second.
Yeah. So it's a quiet day in the city. It's a very somber. It's been around 24 hours since the end of the murder game. And so, where have you guys gone? Have you been staying at the hut, or would you have gone to someone else's apartment or place, or do you have any other destination in mind?
I think Hayden. How long has it been since that murder day?
Like
24
24
hours,
hours.
right?
24 hours, and we haven't gotten like any new messages like right away.
Not as of yet, no.
I think
What you
Hayden,
understand is the military is sort of quarantining the city from the outside, so no one's getting out as well.
we're on like
Didn't we want to get a lore dump from Captain Morrow?
we're on like a coastal city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm like gripping like a military setup fence and like looking at the beach in the sunrise, like very broodingly because I'm really sad I murdered someone.
Were you jogging? Are you wearing a tracksuit?
I am
Is he
wearing the
by himself?
tracksuit. Yeah, I've swapped out the hoodie for the tracksuit. That's my post-murder outfit.
Hold on. Someone remind me. Did we get the lore dump from Captain Morrow?
No.
Because I remember. No, we didn't.
I remember we approached him, and that was when we were attacked by clones, so we were like,
By
we have to
clones.
deal with that first.
Right, and also we never dealt with the homeless guy making the clones, correct?
We did. Oh, no, we didn't, right?
No, we didn't. Yeah.
We haven't found him.
That's right.
Okay. All right. I'm just getting my bearings straight because it's been 4 sessions of one night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, Hayden's brooding, looking
I
out over the...
watched that YouTube video.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
So what are you guys doing?
Is Hayden by himself?
Unless you guys followed him. Yeah.
Well, okay, I imagine it's, since it'll be mood appropriate, it's a bit of a chillier day.
Mm-hmm.
While Hayden's, clutching at the fence, that's blocking off the beach. He's standing a short distance nearby. He's got a scarf on, it's, blowing in the wind. He got his hands in his pockets. He's also looking at the beach and remembering, well, it was kind of good, kind of bad times we ever had with the ice canoe running away from the cops before.
Oh, that's
now,
actually good. Is that the same spot? I like that.
Yeah, I hope so. And, he just, says Riley, first the cops. Now, first the cops, now the army. What's next?
Hopefully not a world war. I mean, it can't be any good that the military's here, right? They know we've all got...
Indeed, in the distance on the horizon, you can see ships sort of keeping patrol.
What types of ships?
Big ships, you don't know the technical term.
Do they have big guns on them?
Big guns on them,
If
yes.
only we played a War Thunder, we'd know the technical term.
If only you played today's sponsor, World Attacks!
I mean...
Wouldn't that be World of Battleships? That'd be the right sponsor?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I mean, think about it, Igo. They know that we all have superpowers, and they know that we're all capable of killing. I mean, what do you think the military would want with us? It's either to put us down as a threat or to use us. Either way, it's not going to be pretty.
You think this has happened before?
This?
In an old Havoc moon. You think the secret ever got out?
I doubt it. I mean, at least there was nothing I found in those records. Nothing that Stephanie had.
At this point, I'm not sure how much I trust records anymore.
I'm not sure how much I trust anything either. Where's Billy-O?
Billy is sleeping on a bench because it's been a very long night.
An anti-homeless bench. He's like curved out for the bar.
he's put his head through like one of the bar rungs, and he's covered himself with a newspaper.
Oh.
What is Billy's mood? Is like, is he sleeping well or is he haunted?
His mouth is kind of open, and there's like a little bit of drool coming out. So I'd say he's sleeping well.
Nice. So after a little while of standing here looking at it, you get a little phone call on your phone. Hayden. Sorry, I forgot your fucking name.
It's a call rather than a text.
But yeah, it's a call.
Does the number show up as one in my contacts?
You realise the number is that of Mr. Morrow, Captain Morrow.
I'll pick up and put him on speaker. What is it?
Greetings, my friend Hayden. I'm communicating you through the Devil's Method, the telephone communication device. Am I coming through clearly for you?
You're coming through clearly, Morrow. Just, why did you call? What do you need?
An update on the recent goings on. With my secondary job as a hotel custodian, I managed to get some information regarding the body of Mr. David Buddy. It seems the autopsy indicates that he was killed with some kind of spearhead. I'm sure I don't have to tell you the implications of that.
Wait, he was killed with the spear that eradicates stands?
Would appear so.
Not by Ideal in the real?
Apparently not.
Then, does that mean you too did this?
If that is the person who last had the spear,
That
seems
was
the
it,
natural
right?
conclusion.
You
That
too
was right.
Yeah. I just sort of shake a little bit and look to Aego, and I'm like, I just mouth to him, like, what should we do? What should we say?
Igo he's looking unusually indecisive. Usually, he come up with some idea, good or bad. Now you see him tugging at his the skin on his neck beneath the scarf. Just it looks like he's scratching it. Not sure. I'm not sure, Hayden. Yeah, for once, I got nothing.
I sort of put the phone back down to like a speaking distance. I assume I moved it so he wouldn't hear me. Like I put my hand over it. And I'm like, okay, so, I mean, what do we do, Morrow? I mean, you've won this thing before. Have you ever met this U2?
I have not, no. But as I told you previously, many of my memories from that time are unclear. I cannot remember meeting him, but I may have.
I'll tell you this, if U2's killing people off, then I don't know what we can do. I mean, it's a stand that can control time itself. I don't even know how we'd fight something like that. I don't even know why would it kill Dave Buddy of all people. I mean, I love the man, but he wasn't exactly that competent.
The only reason I can think of it to kill Dave Buddy is its connection to you. You're the ones who interacted with it previously, after all.
So it's our fault that he's dead?
I would not say so in so many words, but it could be a reason for his targeting.
I take a deep breath and I go, look, do you have anything else to update us on?
Well, as I said previously, you're always welcome to stay at Billy O's humble abode. However, if perhaps you do not want to stay there and perhaps stay somewhere with more room, there is a community shelter that's been set up recently. A lot of people have been forced to leave their homes and gather in groups to defend themselves against hostile stand users. Perhaps someone there could help you. This is all speculation, of course.
Right. Well, we'll look into that, and you see if you can't do something about your memory, because any information you can give us about this game, I think is going to be key to figuring out what the hell's going on and how we're going to beat it. But I guess till then, just stay safe, alright?
I'll endeavor to do my best, as should you.
I'll hang up the call. I'll go kick Billy O awake. Gently kick.
Huh? Oh, Dave? Dave, buddy? And you see him, like, stirring in his sleep.
No!
No, it's just your buddy Hayden.
Dave, buddy! Ah! And he's gonna wake up and slowly rise and look around, and the reality of the situation's gonna settle in, and then he's gonna notice the sharp pain in his back from the anti-homeless architecture structure that was poking a hole in his spine.
He's got scoliosis now.
Damn it, they really gotta stop making benches with this shit. Oh my
There you
god.
go.
Listen, Billy Oego, I got a tip from Morrow. He said we could try the community shelter if we need somewhere to stay or find help, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's someone there that could be helpful, but I think the real thing we're missing here is information. If U2 is going around killing people... Oh, sorry, Billy O. I forgot to mention, the autopsy report apparently stated that Dave died by a spear, so I think U2 might be responsible. But if U2's behind this, we need information or we're screwed. I mean, it can manipulate time, right?
Yeah, we're pretty fucked if
grief.
U2's involved. I mean, he could rewind time? Do
Something
we know
like
how he
that.
works?
At least that's what he
Uh,
did the first time, right? Is he rewound time?
That's what you experienced.
Yeah. Who knows if that's all he's capable of? He might have the
Good,
universal remote from Click.
good grief. And Igo kind of just shakes his head.
Well,
Once upon a time, I was all for these things, and he's pointing at the anti-homeless attachment on the bench. I like to think that, since a certain mysterious voice mentioned a lot of people are unable to go back home, Aego's apartment is off limits for now, too.
Would appear so, yes.
and it's not like we could go crash at my place. That fight with the clone of Hayden kind of collapsed the roof in on itself. Unless Morrow repaired it, which it's not entirely out of his skill set to do something in an unrealistic amount of time.
So how is this military occupation organized? Is it like a perimeter around the city itself? Is the city split up into districts by the military, or
It's
some
a rough
combination?
perimeter around the city itself.
Okay.
Oh shit! The military's here.
How bad are things? Are we down to like a barter economy, or is like currency still worth something?
Well, it seems for now the situation is currency is not the biggest concern. It's more things like food and water and shelter that are the biggest currencies, say, right now.
Okay, I
Tan.
like it. I like it.
I just
Are,
realized this is like the closest I think Jojo would get to like a Shin Megami Tensei situation.
Are there like soldiers
I don't know
occupying
what
the
that means.
streets, or is this just
They
a
don't seem to
blockade?
be coming inside. It's like an Arkham City sort of situation.
What's an Arkham City situation?
They just throw you in and like, good luck.
Okay, so it's more like a blockade. Like they're not
Yeah.
coming in. Okay.
Okay. Alright, well, we can't leave the city, so our only option if we don't want to die is to figure out how to defeat U2, I guess, or end the game at least.
Why do you think U2's, allowing all this and, waves his hand at the blockade of the city, I guess?
Well, based on what we learned from Magina Carter, I think U2's the parasite, or at least is the stand of the parasite that's latched onto this Havoc Moon game. So, the way I see it, we have two options. Or three, I guess. One is to end the Havoc Moon game. The other is to separate the parasite from the Havoc Moon game somehow. And the third is to kill the parasite. Well, I guess option 4 is die horribly, but I'm not a fan of that. And I also don't know how likely winning the Havoc Moon game is going to be when, like, half the city's playing now.
Yeah, but it doesn't even seem like there's a game to play anymore. I mean, we didn't get any more tasks, did we?
No tasks, no points, it's all gone to shit.
It's not like we know U2's controller either, so. Damn it.
I open up the phone that we got texts from the Havoc Moon game. The last texts we got are still like it freaking out, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it was the last one was the 24-hour sort of kill someone game.
I'm gonna text it and be like, "Are you still there?"
There's no response.
Yeah. All right.
Hayden, you think maybe your brother knows anything?
I mean, maybe he was working on some sort of secret project. I think at Second Sun Solutions before we kicked his ass. Maybe it's worth seeing what he's got.
I mean, I know that's probably going to open a wound, but it might be our only option at this point. I mean, if you could track him down. The last I remember seeing him was at the stand auction.
Yeah, does he still even work at Second Sun, or did he get like replaced?
Second Sun no longer exists.
Oh god, the whole company.
It got bought out. And Bradley was homeless for a while, if you remember.
I'm gonna try and call my brother and see if he picks up.
He picks up. Hello.
Hey, Bradley, it's Hayden.
How's it going?
I'm alright. I'm glad you're still alive. Listen,
Me too.
before everything went down, I know you were working on some, like, top secret thing at Second Sun Solutions.
What of it?
Well, I was wondering if you could still access that thing, and if that thing might be able to get us out of this situation we're in.
Well, it's an interesting proposition. In terms of accessing it, I can't exactly do that officially. I know where it is, so if you're willing to perhaps do some breaking and entering, I could lead you to it.
I mean, who's gonna stop us? The police?
You'd be surprised.
Billy's gonna chime in on the phone, hoping that Bradley remembers all the advice that he gave him a while back. Bradley, it's Billy. You remember your
my
protege?
apprentice.
You're my mentor, man.
Oh, great, you survived.
Look, we're in a bit of a tight spot, so before we want to go rushing into another secret facility to go raid something that we don't even know exists, why don't you tell us what this secret project actually is first? I mean, can it help us?
Well, the project we were working on, we were trying to figure out who exactly was behind the Havoc Moon game, the principles that governed it, rather than trying to play the game directly. We got a partial sort of idea, but nothing definitive.
So is this an object or just a bunch of documents?
The latter, I'm afraid. If you're looking for some magic solve the issue key, I'm afraid I don't have such a thing.
What
well,
did they
do you
call
know
it
who
again?
does?
It was like Project Rhino or something?
It was Diana, I think. Project Diana.
Project Diana. So that's all Project Diana is? Just, well, is it at least relevant information? Is it anything we don't already know?
Well, I have the cliff notes here in my head, if you prefer that.
Sure, hit us with it.
Well, from our final... What we worked out most recently before the project was forced to close down due to, and you can almost hear him glaring over the phone, unrelated factors.
Wait, is this on speakerphone or?
It is, yes.
Iago shouts into the phone, "Eat a squirrel turd." I mean, raccoon turd.
Due to those factors I just mentioned. We weren't able to figure out much more beyond this, but at the final stages, we became fairly confident in the kind of entity we were dealing with at the Havoc Moon game. Something very similar to a stand, at least in terms of its composition. I'm not a scientist, I couldn't tell you the exacts of it, but for all intents and purposes, you would do well to think of the governing intelligence as the same kind of entity as a stand.
Well, how did you even find that information?
Of a lot of money that I no longer have.
Well, you said that this was only partially complete, right?
Well, yes, all we could figure out was the makeup of the entity.
So do you think if we were to... Oh, sorry, please continue, brother.
Anything more specific, we never got to.
So do you think if we could complete Project Diana somehow, if we could reassemble the team, that we might be able to find a way out of this mess?
That would be a great ask. Most people have left the city before this quarantine, and those that are left, I imagine, have bigger concerns.
Shit. Another dead end. Alright, well, where are you holed up right now?
I've set up my new office at a community shelter in the area. It's quite extravagant, really. You'd be impressed. I'm working on my own little new project.
Okay, well, what's this new project?
I'm afraid that's for me to know.
Okay, brother, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're kind of in the closest thing to a zombie apocalypse right now. And I think now's not the time to be keeping secrets from each other. So if it's some weird, stupid billionaire thing, whatever, fine, keep your secrets. But if it's maybe related to getting out of this mess, could you shut the fuck up and help us?
It'd be easier to show you than anything. I'll send you the location on my phone if you're willing to come.
I look to my party members to get their thoughts, wordlessly. I'm like,
I shrug, like, yeah, okay.
Iago's grinding his teeth, but he goes like, fine.
I think Billy realizes that we were going to the community shelter anyway.
something tells me that's where God wants us to go.
Oh, don't mention God. That's another sore spot.
Oh man, God's dead and we killed him.
We did.
God's dead. You killed him. Thanks very much.
Yeah, we'll meet you there. I think we know where it's at, so.
No problemo. Looking forward to it.
Guess we'll make our way over there then. Without God.
Did
do we need to get a new car?
we need to. Didn't we send in God for repairs, or is he just like sitting on the street, like with his hood pushed in?
That's the outside the hut. You do see the new and improved gods there. And by new and improved, I mean duct tape has been used liberally to bind his ruined body together.
Is he alive?
Oh no,
Hello, I am alive.
God!
This
Are
is
you
the
still mad
greatest
at us?
high.
Are you still mad
Hello.
at us, God?
I am not mad.
Do you have any new modules?
I do.
Okay, like what can we choose from here, God?
I now have access to the random number generator.
Right.
Would you like a random number?
No thanks.
233.
Oh, come on, give me one.
709.
All right, give me another one.
1. You have chosen the unlucky number. Your speed will now be capped by 10 miles per hour.
Oh, sweet. Let's do it again.
1. You have chosen the unlucky number. Your speed will now be capped by 20 miles per hour.
Iago slaps the back of Bilio's head. Enough.
This cap will last for 24 hours. Please, enjoy.
Okay.
God, are we being punished?
You can consider life itself to be a punishment for being born.
Wow.
Oh,
The audacity of such a thing. I'm just kidding, though.
God, can you take us to the community center?
Of course. I already knew you wanted to go there. Because I listen in to your phone call. Let's go driving.
This is the future Jeff Bezos wants.
Bezos, that old guy?
How is
Would you
God
like
on gas,
some
by the
music?
way? Or is he like an electric car? What's his deal?
God is good on gas.
That's good. He must be hella fuel efficient.
I always thought he was an electric car.
Me
but
too, but I fuck with it.
Maybe this was something that was mentioned in an earlier episode, and that's how it weaved its way into my head.
It actually, God uses a specific kind of oil that causes like 30% more environmental damage than harvesting normal oil. It's like
My
ultra.
life will leave a scar on this world.
He won the award for the least fuel efficient car.
God does not stop when he sees children ahead. He can't detect them though.
I simply keep moving forward.
Bruh. Alright, sure, let's go to the community center.
We've arrived at the community shelter while I have been saying these horrible things.
Thanks, God.
It's a large building. It seems like it was previously some sort of like youth centre. It's been sort of rapidly converted. There's a makeshift barricade outside. 2 people holding basically like hunting rifles as guards. One with a bushy mustache, the other with an afro. And a lot of the windows are boarded up as well. It seems they don't want just anyone coming in. It seems they're going to try and prioritize safety.
That's fair enough. I guess we just, I mean, is the door unlocked? We gotta knock?
But it seems you have to sort of go to these guards.
Okay, sure, let's go to the guards. What do they look like?
One's got a bushy mustache, the other has an afro.
Okay.
One always lies, one always tells the truth.
Okay.
No,
Is either of them wearing sunglasses?
they're both wearing sunglasses.
Oh, goddamn.
Hey, hold up, says bushy mustache man. Don't you come too close now. We gotta talk before you come in, okay?
Okay, what do you need to talk about?
What's your stand? You tell me what it does right now.
What's your stand?
Lets me turn water into milk.
Wait, what?
It lets me
Water
turn
into
water
milk.
into milk.
You guys have some awful stands.
Do you know how much of the human body's water?
Okay, do you have to touch something to turn into milk?
No.
In that case, I think you're probably the most
It's line of
dangerous.
sight.
Oh my god, I think you're the most dangerous
how-
stand user then.
How quickly and how much water can I turn into milk?
0.01% a second.
Oh.
Real deadly, yeah.
But also, I can't blink or else it resets. Okay, now you.
Okay. My
I was-
the Afro man, appropriate of nothing, also tells you what his stand does. My stand lets me make a rat remember its whole life. And they kill themselves.
So a rat?
Any rat.
Oh my god, do not go near Bruno.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my god.
Iago plays along and he holds one hand up, and whichever he takes out like a thermos, my stand lets me turn water into ice. And he pours some water on his hand, and he lets one of Flaming Lips' bugs, and they just make a single ice cube and look like it's struggling to do so.
Wow, you're pretty strong, huh?
My,
Now you, and he points his gun at you, Billy. What'd your little buddy do?
Oh, my stand? I'm glad you asked. And Billy's gonna make like a million holes on his body, just completely just.
Oh, I see you got some kind of cheese power. Lets me mimic the abilities of cheese.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Can we repeat that again? I got distracted by something.
I see. He sees the holes appear in your body. You got some kind of cheese power. Lets you imitate the abilities of cheese. That's where all those holes came
Yes,
from.
it's very deadly. I once popped a man like a bottle cap before.
I would hate for that to happen to me. You guys look strong. Oh, hold on a second. He looks at you again. Ethan, you tried to trick me. What's your stand? You never said.
my stand automatically explodes the heads of anyone who doesn't let me do what I want.
Damn, you're that strong. Hold on.
So can I go in now?
Wouldn't my head have already exploded then?
No, you haven't stopped me from doing what I want, but if you don't let me in, it will.
Oh, okay, well, go on in.
Yeah, that's what I
Don't
thought.
cause any trouble now, because I will turn you to milk.
My stand, I want to stop hearing your voices now. Okay, let's go, guys.
On the way in, Aigo, makes an effort to shake hands with fellow Hydro homie.
Thanks.
I,
Your friend's a psychopath, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't help it. It's automatic.
So as you go in, it's a crowded room in here. The noise is billowing over families. There's like rows of sleeping bags set up for people to sleep in. There's a small area where people have like set up a dining sort of space with amateur cooks making food, lots of canned food, lots of TV dinners. And in the back, in the corner, you can see someone seems to have painstakingly taken like many hundreds of cardboard boxes, duct tape them together to make what seems to be a little building with an office.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that's where my brother is, but I first survey the situation. How many people are in here, and what state do they look to be in?
Like 100, 200, I would say.
Oh, wow.
State differs from person to person. You do recognise a few faces as well. You've not seen this man in quite a while, but Jonah Jackalope, the guy from the bar, he seems to be here, sort of as making drinks at that dining area.
Jonah Jackalope, could you give me a TLDR?
He was the stand user who owned a bar, and he could like make drinks at different properties, like make you heal and stuff like that, make you stronger.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you have any recollection of this character, Darnell?
Not even.
I remember them as the stand user from the episode where I first debuted.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine. That was like half a year ago.
overshadowed by Billy.
Didn't they have a little rabbit? Like
That was
their
the
stand?
yeah, it's like a
Yeah, the stand
rabbit
was a
made of
rabbit.
glass.
Okay.
The white rabbit.
I remember
of Frank.
this.
Oh wait, he's a drink maker, so it should be the white rabbit of getting crunk.
Is this the stand user I shoved an icicle up the ass of?
He was there, but he wasn't the one you shoved it up.
Right.
He was a witness.
I'll give a wave out of politeness to the bartender, but I'll probably just move straight to the office.
He gives you a nod. You see that some with a spray can, the words "Third Son Solutions" have been painted onto the side of this building.
Oh, Bradley, things have not been going well for you, buddy. I knock on his door and accidentally knock the wall over.
Make sure you fix that when you come in. Seems he's already expecting you.
Aigo doesn't even attempt to come through the door. He just, manifests some of his flaming lips. He has them chew a hole, as he's walking through like a wall. So there's like an outline of Aigo, and he just walks in.
He looks at you sadly. Why did you do that?
It's a cardboard box.
Billy's gonna look around in complete awe and be like, "Damn, Bradley, you cleaned up nice after that."
And indeed, he has. There is much furniture in here made completely out of like recycled cardboard. There's like a lampshade made of cardboard. There's a couch made of many layers of cardboard, and there's of course a desk made of cardboard.
guess
That
you
he's
could-
Hey,
sitting behind.
I know we've had our differences in the past, but I'm real proud of you for getting out of that tough spot. I mean, you were homeless for a while. Now look where you're living.
Don't exist for one such as me. He's wearing that eye patch still, and wearing a long sort of generously described as a hobo coat. But he's acting as though he's still in a boardroom with like $1 million suit.
I guess you finally decided to go eco-friendly.
Very soon I'll be guzzling gas like never before.
Right.
Oh,
This is
how
a
the
temporary
mighty,
situation, but keep this in mind.
oh, how the mighty have fallen. Igo's kind of looking a bit self-satisfied, even though he's still scratching what seems to be an itch underneath his scarf.
Well, at least I have my health, unlike you, it seems. So yes, the thing I've been working on. Take a look. He sort of raises his hand that seems to be wearing some kind of black gauntlets.
That's does it look like mechanical or is it just like a
It's got like mechanical. It's got like long claws almost.
What's that thing do?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, that's why I asked. Was
He
there
seems uncharacteristically playful.
Look, Bradley, what's going on here?
Well, if you'll recall, I had my stand destroyed by you two with the spear.
Right.
Well, ever since I saw the advertisement, really, I've been feeling something new develop. A replacement stand, if you will.
Wait, really?
This is my new ability. Everyone else. He sort of flexes the gauntlet. Rather than a mask, it seems I have a glove.
As a test, I like manifest a little bit of sloth rust. Could he see it?
His eye flicks over to it immediately.
I put it back. I'm like, wow, you really did get another stand. That's great. What does it do?
Well, it seems very similar to my previous one, the Pact, in that it's related to talent. But rather than making me more talented, it lets me drain the talent from other people by beckoning it, like this. He sort of beckons with his finger. I just stole some of your ability at League of Legends.
Oh, there wasn't much of that to go around.
I know,
But-
it was almost dry.
So does that mean you're better at League of Legends, or can you turn it into other things?
Unfortunately, I can't use the talent myself, but it seems I can transfer it to other people and things. If I wanted, I could give a monkey supreme talent at League of Legends.
Well,
But then again, it's already in the top 10.
damn.
Bradley, how are you getting any personal satisfaction out of this? You don't really seem like the kind of guy to want to give talent to other people.
Wait,
Well,
can you
I-
repeat 10? The audio cut out for me.
Oh,
Which bit?
After Hayden said, can you turn League of Legends talent into something else?
I cannot, no.
So I guess the only real use that has is surrounding yourself with loyal people and then giving them talent. But can you even control what talent you take?
Well, fighting skills are also a talent. I could make my opponents a complete novice.
Can you give us some talents?
Well, I'd have to take it from someone else. What kind of talents do you want? I've got a lot of. I've got the ability to hold your drink. I've been amusing myself by taking some of that.
Ability to win a staring contest. He says, looking at Bradley's one eye.
That's tough, then.
Well, I was thinking if it's possible, if you could take. I mean, so does the talent stack? Like, let's say you have 10 people that aren't very good at something. Could you take each of their talent at that thing and then add it up to, like, decent talent?
Well, I suppose I could, yes.
Alright, well, could you find some people and take whatever investigative talent they have and give it to us? Because we really need information more than anything.
I suppose I could gather some of that, but don't you find it a little immoral? I don't have any compunctions, but I imagine you wouldn't like me sort of draining people of their ability to figure things out.
Well, you can give it back,
It doesn't
right?
come back. Well, I would have to take it back from you, find them again, and then give it back. And I don't have that kind of time.
Okay.
Bradley, don't you have any talent stored, or is this like a one-use only thing?
Or it decays if I leave it in the glove for too long.
And then it just disappears, or it goes back to the user.
Oh, it disappears.
Oh, that's dark.
This stand kind of sucks.
How many people's talents have you sapped and
It
let
doesn't
rot
suck,
before you
it's
figure that
best.
out?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, Bradley,
Would you give up the stand to get your old stand back?
Oh, thank God, yes, I would.
can it take abilities or just talented things?
Talented things. Your ability, talent perhaps is not the right word. Your ability to do a certain task, your experience and power at it.
How fast can it drain? Because if you could get rid of
Depends
U2's
how fast I beckon.
if you could take U2's ability to like think and fight, that might be the strongest stand we have. But if it would take too long or you'd get killed or something, then probably not too helpful.
Well, the
Can you
speed
take
depends on
things
how
like-
much it has.
Can you take like innate characteristics like intelligence or the
I
ability?
cannot know. It has to be talent at something.
Right,
A
so I
task
don't
outside normal human function.
It wouldn't work on you too. But what about on other stand abilities? Can you take a stand's ability to do its power?
Well, let's say this. Let's say there's a stand that turns things into cheese. I would not be able to take away the ability to turn things into cheese. I could take away its targeting prowess, its reaction speed, things like that.
Okay, so it's not completely useless.
It's not useless at all. It's
The
very good,
stand of
actually.
yours, does it only work on people and stands? Can you, let's say, take away the toughness of a tree, give it to
That's not
somebody's
talent.
skin? Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Alright, so we've explored the use of your new ability, which, by the way, I'm glad you have that now, but, you told us you were working on something. What are we... Do you have anything planned for how to deal with this mess?
Working on something. I've been working on my incredible new ability, of course, and he flexes the fingers of it. And the murder investigations, of course.
The murder investigations.
Oh, yes, I should have mentioned. You see, at first they didn't want to allow me to set up my offices here. They said it was a waste of space and such uneducated things. So I had to promise to help them out with a certain matter before they gave me permission.
What matter is that?
Well, if you want to get involved in that, I should probably take you to where they're holding the bodies.
Okay, who's they, by the way?
Oh, the community, the city council, those sorts of people. I don't pay attention to the names of little things.
Sure, Bradley, why don't you take us to who runs things around here? We could really use some semblance of direction right now.
Okay, so he gets up and he sort of, before he steps out the door, he sort of roughly repairs the cardboard door and closes it and then opens it again before stepping out. Please
I would like
follow
to
me.
point out. I would like to point out Aigo walks through a wall again.
It's a different
Seems
hole,
bizarre.
too, than the first one.
Yeah, it's a different one.
How cruel.
Fuck, you made me
Oh,
laugh
this
while I
is-
was taking a hit and my throat burned.
This is the face that Bradley makes when he witnesses this.
Guy who just watched that episode of Mob Psycho. Alright, take us, Bradley.
So it takes you through some corridors near the back into some kind of storage room where there's several lumps, uneven lumps covered by white sheets, and someone you actually recognise. It seems to be the author, Samantha O'Hart. I believe you were already being introduced. She seems to have taken charge of this community shelter. Oh, hello, she says.
Thank God you survived. I was worried after I left you there to go deal with the Shadowless Man.
The Shadowless Man, is that a band?
Yeah, sure. Samantha, did you get a stand?
Apparently not.
Wait, what? Didn't you see the ad?
I did, but I felt sort of headache, but nothing actually came out. I've been talking with your brother Bradley. He thinks maybe I got a stand, but we just don't know what it is yet.
Wouldn't it be an automatic stand you're not consciously aware of?
Maybe.
Out of character,
At
I'm
any
thinking
rate-
maybe it's a Koichi situation where she has to, like, hatch the ability to use it.
Are we sure? Wait, completely out of character. Are we sure that this isn't like connected to her, like having some intrinsic connection to the Havoc Moon itself? Like,
That's true, maybe. I don't know.
mean, during also the test trying to figure out what it is, I had some kids throw eggs at me for 3 hours straight, but nothing happened.
Right.
And I got egg all over me.
So you're the one running things around here, Samantha?
I ended up organizing a lot of this stuff. So, yeah. Things have been going pretty well. A lot of people want to help out, but then we started getting cases like this. She looks down wearily at the lumps under the sheets.
Wait, Samantha, you said you didn't get a stand. Does that mean you didn't get texts from the Havoc Moon game?
Well, I got the text, but, yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious why these murders happened then, don't you?
The why isn't the issue. These have been showing up. Well, probably easier to show you. And she gingerly lifts up one of the sheets. Underneath it, there is a human body sort of warped and distorted almost beyond recognition. It seems to be a human that's been sort of stretched out and compressed into the more like a rectangular, cuboid sort of shape.
Is it still
With like a perfect corner. No, they are definitely not alive. The feature's been just sort of stretched over this cuboid form.
Just like Shadowless Man.
That's what he did?
Well, this is a person who's been stretched out into a cube.
Oh my god.
That isn't even the worst part. She sort of points down to next to this person's rib, and you realise there's a strange structure there that's a door handle. You can open it if you want.
I open it.
The light turns on inside the cavity, and you realise the inside is a fridge.
It's in the fridge.
Is it plugged in?
It doesn't seem to be plugged in, but it does light up as though it is receiving electricity. From what we can tell, this is a person who's been turned into a fridge and died from the physical strain of it.
Wait, is there like skin over this fridge? Or is it
There
the
is,
same
yeah.
cube?
This is the same cube of flesh.
That's disgusting. Are all
The rest are the
bodies
same.
like this?
They're all different things. One's a lampshade, one got stuck halfway into a motorbike.
So it's a serial killer, not just a result of killing to survive.
These were people who were at our community shelter here. They suddenly fell sick, and before the hour passed, they suddenly turned into these things.
So do you think someone on the inside's killing people? Why? Why would it do that?
I don't know, but the people who got sick, they all came here from the same place, the neighbouring districts. And since then, we haven't found anyone else coming from that district. We tried sending some guys over there to have a look, but they haven't come back either. We think maybe there's a stand user over there who's doing this.
What's the name of that neighboring district again?
The neighbouring district, Middleton.
Alright. So, killer must be over there, but why do you want to investigate if it's not affecting anyone anymore?
Well, it has affected people. We can't just hang out with a mass murderer next door, can we?
Have you thought about moving the community center? I mean, now's really not the time to go fight unknown adversaries. It's kind of hellish out there.
It's easier said than done. There's more than 100 people here. Families, children, sick people. We can't move them so easily.
When she says children, there's sort of like a pang in Hayden's chest. This is on his sheet. One of his like virtues, he always helps kids, and he just sort of
What's the sheet?
on his character sheet, he puts a hand up to his head. And he's like, "Fuck me." All right, fine. Middleton, you said, right?
That's right.
I look to my companions, and with the unbreakable bonds we have as comrades, I don't need to say words to convey that I'm going to deal with this. And my gaze is as if it asks, will you join me?
Like the Regan picture again?
Yeah. Like the Reagan picture, but there's like a sparkle of flame in the eyes.
What Hayden sees is the Reagan picture again. But This time it's a look of a divorce lawyer who knows. It's always the kids who get worse in divorces.
We finally found Iger's soft spot.
Billy's gonna be like, I'm actually r/antinatalism. I hate kids.
Billy hasn't made his mind up on the child issue yet. He still doesn't know how they're made.
Billy calls babies crotch goblins. He's that kind of guy.
Crotch spawn.
God.
Actually, I'm child-free.
Alright, guys, well, you know how I feel about this, so I'm not going to drag you guys into an unknown situation with a crazy flesh-warping murderer if you don't want to be, but are you going to help me?
I go stop some bear, just put a hand on your shoulder and says, Hayden, that's what you've been doing for months now.
Wait, what have I been doing for months? I already forgot what I said.
Basically dragging us into like bad situations out of a desire to feel out of sense of heroism.
That's true.
I think it's guilt.
What? Just hard-hitting psychiatry?
I think it's guilt.
I don't know what it is, but if kids and families are in danger, we've got to do something. I mean, at least it's the most sense of direction we've had since yesterday. I'm not going to force you guys, though. If you want to go figure out another route, we can split up. I mean, we don't all have to go fight this guy and get murdered.
Hayden, I'm with you. There's nothing else that I would be doing in my life right now if I didn't meet you.
There is a light of compassion in Hayden's eyes, and he goes to give you like an Armstrong arm clasp.
Billy returns the favor.
What about you, Iago?
I thought we already had our moment.
Hayden has two hands.
Do you have another hand?
All right. Aigo will also do it then.
I think this is a failed. Oh no, there it goes. It wasn't moving at first.
I'd imagine the other one's flipped for the other side.
All right, Samantha, we're gonna go take care of this problem for you. You just make sure everyone is all right. No one gets hurt or leaves. We'll go figure out what's going on and get this taken care of.
Oh, good luck. I'll try and help too. I remember you were trying to find out stuff about my grandma's book.
Yeah.
Well, my grandma's diary, anyway.
Yeah.
I'll try and get some guys around to my family storehouse so we can dig anything else up.
All right, cool. Anything you can find about the Havoc Moon game, or if you happen to hear anything about something called U2, let us know.
You too. Doesn't sound familiar to me.
All right. I guess we head over to the Middleton district. Well, should we prep first? Should we bring anything?
I mean, what could we even commandeer?
Do we ever bring anything?
Yeah, we have prep time. This is the first time where the threat isn't immediate.
I mean, we got shoes, we got shirts. What service can they deny us?
Well, we turn into flesh appliances. Well, she mentioned something about a sickness, right? Maybe we could get, like, antibiotics?
I'm not sure about work against a stand ability.
Does anyone have a stand version of antibiotics? Oh, the guy who makes drinks! Maybe he can make us some healing drinks to go, just in case things get bad.
Interesting proposal. Would you like to approach him with this request?
Yeah. Do we all have our water skins?
I guess still
I
has his
hope to
purple.
fuck you do.
I have one strapped to my belt. It's like everything else about me is modern, but I have like a leather, like medieval fantasy water skin strapped around my waist.
I also has the thermos he got from scrounging up his apartment and taking what was left after the looters got everything else.
Nice.
Billy carries a flask that's only filled with water.
I don't have a water skin, but I have like a crushed empty plastic water bottle in my hoodie pocket that I try to uncrush. I go, all right, let's go ask him to top us off. I guess that way if we get screwed, maybe it could save our asses, right?
Very well, good.
Yeah. I head over to Drink Guy, and I'm like, hey,
Hey, Eden, right? I remember you.
Yeah,
How's
that's
it
my
going?
full name.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
Johan?
Oh, I get you. Yeah, surely you remember me. We went through a lot together,
Yeah.
right?
Johan, right? Cracker? That was his
Yeah.
name, right? Johan Cracker?
Johann Jackalope. Cracker.
Johan
That's a slur.
Is it? Listen, Johan, can you fill us up with some, like, healing concoctions or something?
Heal against what? You want to, like, regenerate limbs? You want to
Well, first
What
of
you
all,
want?
have you heard about the
What did you
sickness that was going around?
I heard about it. Yeah, I didn't see any of the bodies, but I heard it was pretty gruesome.
Did you give any of the sick people drinks, and did that do anything?
I tried some healing tonics when they went under, but it didn't seem to help much. It was like their body were being warped. Regeneration didn't come into it.
Could you make drinks that like I don't know. What kind of drinks can you make?
Well, I can usually bolster any kind of physical attribute, make you a bit stronger, a bit faster, make you heal a little more.
Could you make our like muscles and bones stiffer so maybe it's harder for them to compress? I don't know.
I could give it a try. Of course, that would slow you down in combat, so I'd think about it before you actually drink it.
Okay, maybe just some healing drinks. I don't know. What do you guys want?
What
Hayden,
about
my logic going
reflexes?
into what's that?
What about reflexes? They can't infect us if they can't get to us.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Maybe some perception boosting.
Hayden, my logic going into this situation is that we've managed to beat every stand user we've encountered with 0 prep time so far. I have a bad feeling that if we actually take actions to prepare ourselves before a battle, it's going to turn out very poorly.
I get what you're saying, but every enemy we've met before would have just killed us. This is like a guy that turns us into like fucked up like appliances, which I really don't want to become. Call me crazy.
That's fair. I mean, I'm just thinking. I'm just theorizing over here.
What about a drink that makes Billy O smarter? Could you make that?
What are you talking about? I'm plenty smart already.
No, no, no. Hayden's onto something here.
How about why don't we do all three? Why I can take a healing drink, Igo can take a reflexes drink, and then what do you want, Billio?
I could read at a 5th grade level.
Okay, Billio will take an intelligence drink. I think is what he's saying.
Sure thing. Uh, Enjoy. Make sure you take it when you need it, because the effects will wear off.
Thanks. All right, boys. Should we head out now?
What color is my drink?
It's a toxic blue.
Ooh. Billy's very tempted to drink this right now, you know?
Yeah, and then he's gonna drink it, and it'll settle in. And he'll be like, "That wasn't a smart thing to do."
he's like staring at it, like
Douglas,
really
oh
longing.
no,
He's like the
I
wisdom.
misjudged.
Oh wait. Can I retcon something I just thought of?
Sure.
Igo's talking to the guy. Says, "You got anything for like a bad itch? I feel like skin is just cracking every for like the last 24 hours."
Wait, what?
Well, sort of digs around. He's got a little vial. This helps against certain conditions of the skin I'm familiar with. Maybe it'll help you.
What color is this drink?
It's pink.
Wait, what did you say about the last 24 hours?
Igo said, it just feels like my skin's been all, cracky for like the last 24 hours.
Have you felt sick?
Um, what do you mean sick? I don't have a, I'm not, I don't think I'm dying. I'm not seeing stars everywhere I go.
Why is your skin all cracky?
He's dying.
Hey, you never had a flu or whatnot?
You think you have the flu?
I didn't say I had the flu. I just, people get sick. I think that's what it is.
Well, the people that got sick here turned into fucked up flesh appliances, so now I'm a little worried about you.
It's fine. I got some Pepto Bismol with me.
How long has your skin been cracky?
Like I said, 24 hours.
Oh,
I don't like.
I don't remember.
That.
I remember you saying that Billy's gonna pop the cap off of his intelligence drink and take a little sip of it.
Oh,
Damn it, that wasn't the smart thing to do.
Let's go take care of this villain before something happens to Aego.
wait. Before, as we're leaving, he tells Johan, I don't know you too well, but your name sounds very handsome.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a 1700s like sailor type name.
classy. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
These drinks don't stack, do they?
They do not stack, no.
Okay.
I mean, they do physically, like you can put them on top of each other, but only if you're really good at balancing.
Oh.
You can stack 5 up, you get 6-1 free.
Have you guys ever played Wizard Tower before?
No.
It's a drinking
That's
game.
Sorry, I don't play video games.
No,
I was going to say, that's a Magic the Gathering format that nobody remembers.
It's a drinking game where you drink and then you try to stack like the beer cans as high as you can as you drink them. It's sort of like fucked up reverse Jenga.
I like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Why?
let's move out to Middleton. Only other thing I can think to bring is a flashlight, I guess, unless it's light out, in which case we should just go.
So it's the lights out still at the moment.
All right. Squad, roll out.
Hayden, you've been watching too many of those vintage cartoons again?
Yeah, those ones from the 80s.
That was my grandfather's time.
Wait,
So
what year is it?
how are you planning to head there? You're going to take God? You're going to walk? You're going to use other means?
How far is it?
It's like a little bit of a distance, like 10-15 minutes.
If there's an insane serial killer, we probably should try not to draw too much attention, so maybe walking and wearing darker clothing would be a good idea.
Okay, so you begin your walk there. As the it's a strange transition as you make your way through the deserted streets. At first, there's many cars sort of deserted on the road, but the closer you get to Middleton, the more and more sparse everything gets until eventually, as you're heading into the district proper, it's just a completely blank road with no sort of vehicles or anything at all. And if you're looking deeper into Middleton from this position, you can see there's no vehicle or anything inside any deeper either.
Guys, I think there's obviously something wrong with this picture, right? There you go, Billy-O. Oh no. Am I all alone? Is anybody there?
Oh my god.
What
Can you hear me?
What the fuck? I can hear you just now.
Oh,
Tan, what's happening? Can you hear them?
I can't hear them though.
What the fuck happened? Oh my god!
Oh my god, this killer got them.
Hayden turns around and they're gone. No!
You turn around, there are 2 fridges behind you.
Dune? They're both...
What's going on?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there he is. There you go.
The shadow guy got me.
I still can't hear Dune. Where is he? Dune.
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Oh, he's back. Fuck you if you've been quiet.
I've been here the whole time. There's nothing
So
wrong.
menacing.
Why are you freaking out, Hayden?
Where did I cut off
Right.
for you guys? Where should I repeat from?
Can you go back the last, I don't know, 30 seconds or a minute?
So I was saying, as you go into Middleton, the vehicles on the road get sparser and sparser until going in, there's no vehicles on the road at all. Furthermore, there's no fire hydrants or anything like that, and either it seems they've been sort of torn out of the ground and just sort of gone missing.
Oh no.
And from your position, you can see sort of deeper into the district, and there's none of those as far as you can see there either.
No fire hydrants?
No vehicles or anything on the pavement,
Or-
the sidewalks,
or
or the roads.
Or like the pipes connect to the hydrants leaking water, or are we just like
They are
dry?
leaking.
Okay.
So there's pipes sticking out, right?
Yeah,
Are there streetlights?
there are not.
Guys, there's something wrong with this picture. I mean, I know this isn't exactly the best part of town, but I remember there being like basic utilities and people.
Yeah, that's a good observation, Billy says, taking another sip from his intelligence drink.
Thanks.
Billy, are you feeling any different yet? You sound the same.
No, I think I feel the exact same.
Maybe you need to drink more than just a sip of it.
Oh, good idea. Billy's gonna chug the whole thing.
Slowly, in the back of your mind, your neurons begin to connect for the first time.
It was probably a bad idea to drink all of that at once.
The effects may be slightly delayed, but soon, Billy P will arrive.
Holy shit.
Well, since it's before like the effects kick in visibly, I just goes kind of rudely. Well, I guess you multiply 0 by 0, it's still a 0.
It's a mean thing to say about our friend.
Your math checked out, Diego. 0 times 0 is 0.
So he understands. Lighten up, Hayden. He claps on the back. It's just banter.
Do any of the buildings here stick out at all?
Not really, apart from the fact that when you're passing by cafes and things like that, there's no furniture in anything you can see. No tables or chairs or anything like that.
I'm gonna use an Aether Ping to find the enemy. I don't know. Can you do some sort of scouting with your stand, Diego? See if you can pick up anything?
Yeah, let me. And he sends out, a few distinct clouds of flaming lips, to get the high ground, to see what's going on.
As far as you can see from above Igo, there's no signs of life or infrastructure there either. All the roads are just blank. A lot of the buildings that you send them to are sort of stripped of everything inside. It's like an unfinished town, you get the idea of.
Wait,
but
blank as in nothing
empty.
on the road? Or oh, okay. Wait, is the paint still there?
It is there, yes. And as you're conducting this search, from your position, the three of you hear a rustling from the alleyway behind you.
I'm going to instinctively turn around. What do I see?
So yeah, one of the few pieces of infrastructure sort of still there. It seems to be a small trash can. The dumpsters are all gone, but there's a couple of little bit like piles of trash, and one of them shaking as though there's something inside.
I go open it, I guess.
You open it, and agrees.
I'm gonna as Hayden's walking away, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. I'm gonna call him back. I'm gonna be like, "Wait, why go over there when you could just send your stand over to do it instead?"
Because my stand can only travel a distance of how many meters again? I have to double check. It's not many.
5 or something.
I think it's 2 times the thing, so 8 meters.
That's not bad.
Apologies, Hayden. Allow me. And Billy's going to make a hole on the ground and use Head Like a Hole's tentacles he's going to launch one through the hole, one on an opposing wall to open the trash can itself with a tentacle from a distance. This is the power of Billy's intelligence.
Billy P. The lid of the trash can falls away. And for a second, there's no response. And then a small animal pokes its head out. It's a small cat.
No.
It's a black cat with little white eyes. It meows at you cutely.
It was just an animal.
It's a little guy. I'm gonna go try and pick him up.
It allows you to pick it up. It seems to be well fed.
Oh, look at you, cutie.
Hayden, if you allow me, I will be keeping my distance from this animal, as we cannot ascertain whether or not it has a stand ability at this moment in time.
I'm petting it.
Oh, come on,
my face into it.
Billy. There's no way an animal could possibly have a stand.
Feel a stinging sensation from your hand, Hayden. The cat has meanly bit you.
Oh, feisty little guy. And I'm still being nice to him though. I'm petting him. I set him down. Oh, hey, is your owner around here somewhere? Are you doing all right?
It meows and looks up towards the top of the alleyway.
The top of the what?
Yeah, you're in an alleyway. It looks up towards the roofs of the building that form the alleyway.
Okay, I thought you were saying there's a fucking ceiling in the alley. That's a tunnel. I look up at the ceiling or the roof.
You look up and stop as you see that atop the building, looking down at you, are hundreds of identical cats.
What the?
Just sort of silhouetted against the daylight.
Do they all look the exact same?
They do, with these white eyes. You realize aren't naturally white. They're just blank white.
I'm going to send up Head Like a Hole itself and see if their eyes track the stand.
There are no pupils with which to sort of gauge that, but they do follow it with their heads.
Hayden, it is my understanding right now that these cats are able to perceive our stand abilities.
Well, that doesn't mean that they're evil, right? I mean, maybe their stand is just multiplying and they're just little cats, right?
I believe you're allowing your emotions to conduct this operation.
But no, they're so cute. I scratch this one under the chin again.
It nibbles at your finger.
Does it nibble in the way that a cat would nibble, or does it nibble in the way that it draws like much blood and violence?
It's like a little cat nibble.
I mean,
Billy
you got a
turns
point, but I think you're forgetting something.
What? What am I forgetting?
You know, it might have a stand, and it might be dangerous, but it seems to like us so far. What we get on our side?
Is there anything I can feed this cat? Oh wait, hang on. I got a text. I have to get my phone. I got a text from Tan. This is the suspense you guys have been waiting for at home.
Billy-o, you got any of that intelligence drink left?
No, I chugged the whole thing in the car. Don't you remember?
Not even a few drops.
No, I sucked it all up. It was blue and it tasted good in the moment.
Yeah, that does sound like you.
There you go. Can you ascertain the status of your skin at the moment?
It seems the same as it was before. Nothing's changed.
Billy's gonna go over and examine the cracks on his skin. Or is it like... Tan, describe Aego's skin condition right now. What's going on there?
It's very flaky. There's lots of the flaking patterns to it right now.
Okay.
Do you guys...
So it's not like a literal like seam, right?
No.
Okay.
I would say the skin is a little redder than maybe it looks maybe a bit inflamed.
Right. Okay. I'm not touching. Billy's not touching it.
Do you guys feel a little hot right now?
No.
As much as usual.
I think I need to sit down. I think I'm overheating. And I sort of let go of the cat. Gently, of course, and I lean down against the building. Oh, God, I'm burning up.
The cat drops down to the ground. Before it leaves, it sort of sniffs at your foot and gives you a little nibble before running off. But the other cats at the top of the alleyway are still looking down at you all.
Hayden, I don't believe that picking up that cat was the proper course of action.
Yeah, guys, I'm feeling a little feverish.
Take your drink, man.
My hand kind of hurts.
There you go.
Hold on, let's see if this does anything. Aego, has recalled his flaming lips by now. He tries, cooling off Hayden, the old-fashioned way, seeing if that does anything. Maybe it's a temperature-based stand.
Wordlessly, Hayden starts to climb the building opposite of the cat building. He tries to climb up to the roof.
Is he walking like a person or sort of like a cat?
He's just trying to climb, grab things on the side and make his way up to the roof.
As he does this, you notice that the shape of his hair seems to be changing slightly. It's almost comical, but the top of his hair, almost like a top knot, seems to be warped into the shape of a propeller.
I go kind of just blinks. Billy, I'm not the only one seeing this, am I?
No, you're not. Trying to figure out the mechanics of the stand in my head right now, but it just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't it? You hear a voice from above.
Wait, what did it say?
I look up.
There seems to be a man. Sorry?
No.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Looking up, you see there's a man standing with the cats, two of them on each of his shoulders. He's wearing a top hat and a long coat. It's hard to believe that you fell so easily under the effects of my stand. I'd heard you were supposed to be somewhat formidable.
You'll have to
Who the
forgive
hell
my
are
partner. We didn't drink an intelligence drink as I did.
Do I still have my faculties, Tan? Is this just
You do.
Okay, so this is just a vague desire to fly and not under mind control? Okay. Hayden's gonna look behind him and he goes, "Are you the one behind this?"
Behind this? And what is this in this case? Your current dilemma? Yes, I am.
Are you the one who killed those people at the refugee center?
I'd say they were killed by their own inadequacy. If they had been strong enough stuff, they could have become the objects they were destined for. Everyone needs a fridge after all.
Oh, of course. I think I understand a part of this. You're turning people into the objects that they represent spiritually. or perhaps metaphysically.
Nothing quite so profound, I'm afraid. My ability, Corn, is a simple one. It allows me to turn any inanimate object into a cat. However, when that cat bites you, you become the object.
Wait, so what am I turning into?
But haven't you seen your hair? You're a special project of mine. I desire to get out of here. For that I need transportation, don't you think?
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Tell me how to stop this!
God.
That's right, you're becoming a helicopter.
And my propeller spins as if to signify his statement. Wait, how do I stop this? I don't want to become a helicopter.
You
No
shouldn't have
reason
touched
to
that
tell you
cat,
that.
Hayden. You fucking fell for it. You
But
fell
very
for the
well.
good animal.
I'll give you a little hint. The only way to sever your connection to my stand is to eliminate the cat that bit you. Only he sort of spreads his arms wide, indicating the countless cats around him. I don't think I could find it, could you?
I don't want to kill any cats. Also, didn't mine run down the alley?
They're
You
not
did,
real
yes.
cats, Hayden. They're fakes.
But
Frauds.
they're so cute. Can't we just
There
kill
you
the
go.
guy instead?
So cute, you say?
I hear you, Billio.
Well, if you enjoy the cats so much, he snaps his fingers. Why don't you swim in them? And as one, the hundreds of cats jump down towards your group.
I'm on the roof though, right now? On the opposite roof?
You are climbing up there, yes, but I do have to apologise because I do have to be up very, very early than usual in the morning, so this may be a cliffhanger, I'm afraid.
Helicopter.
Oh, damn.
down. Hayden.
I'm sorry, I might have to be in work like even earlier than usual, so...
That's okay. It's partially our fault, and by our fault, I mean my fault.
That's
Your
because
fault,
you decided...
your fault for touching that damn cat.
It's true.
I mean, it was a good cliffhanger moment, though.
It was. To be fair, in character, Hayden's never seen an animal with a stand. How would he know?
But you say he's never seen a cat before.
No, he's never seen we haven't seen an animal with a stand, right? The closest is like Bruno controls rats, but they aren't really a stand user.
Yeah, I don't think you've actually encountered an animal with a stand yet.
And technically, this still isn't one because he's turning objects into animals, not animals with a
Yeah,
stand.
the cats
We
are just
have
part
them.
of the stand.
But if you drank the intelligence potion, you would have known that animals could have stands.
You'd have figured it out.
That you would have figured everything out already.
I like that Billy
intelligence.
intelligence potion is mostly just hindsight. It's like I'm seeing 2020. All right.
It's my intelligence that's saying you shouldn't have done that.
All right, well, it's been a ball, y'all, but the clock on the wall turned out to be the winner after all. I guess we got to wrap things up here.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.